The pattern of events continued for weeks, if not months. Night after night, I would awaken to the sound of rustling each time I would scream, so as to not provide the abomination with time to prod and feel for me. With each cry, the bed would shake violently, stopping with the arrival of my mother, who would spend the rest of the night in the bottom bunk, seemingly unaware of the sinister force touring her son nightly. Along the way, I managed to feign illness a few times and come up with other, less than truthful reasons for sleeping in my parents' bed, but more often than not, I would be alone for the first few hours of each night in that place, the room where the light from outside did not sit right, alone with that thing. With time, you can become desensitized to almost anything, no matter how horrific. I had come to realize that for whatever reason, this thing could not harm me when my mother was present. I am sure that same would have been said for my father, but as loving as he was, waking him from sleep was almost impossible. Waking me, on the other hand, was no trouble at all, thanks to the nightmares. Yeah, no. I do look forward to when we're actually able to play Silent Hill. It's definitely a fun time. Anger overload. Yeah, that sounds like me when I have to go into work.
Every time I play Rocket League. Oh wow, a different perspective.
I like it. It moves. What's this?
I sense some.
This means the job. This kid is just like, I'm a boss ass motherfucker. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Fuck with you.
Earthquake.
Oh, stupid ass bitch. Let's just get the fuck out of here. I sense a chase scene coming.
That's really, what the hell am I looking at?
That's a goose head.
What is
This music is sick.
lighting? What the hell are you?
Let's go back.
Yeah, let's not go in there. Whoa, what? I like this. I like this shift of art.
What a fucking... just a jar of baby heads.
You know, I really do wish, though, that their pixel art wasn't so fuzzy. Like, they could have just increased the size of it and kept the same pixel art. Is there any way to, like, turn that down a little bit? What the fuck am I looking at? Yeah, I just don't think I can. It's a big pool, but I'd rather not use it. Yeah, I don't blame you.
There's a fucking floating head in there.
Yeah.
No, I'm not gonna go swimming today. There's a bunch of dead cats being hung by their neck.
Can I, like, look at it?
Look at it! There's a dead cat on the ground. Alright. Well, shit.
Oh, yes. So far, these two games that we have done have not been disappointing. Yeah.
These are all free.
What
oh
the
my
That one has a mustache. Hello. What?
No.
Yo, that one's really ugly. I want to know what the fuck this kid is up. Bro,
That one's still my favorite.
Their sound is really, their sound is on point.
Just this little kid looking up at this weird giant baby man. You have nipples!
Why do they close their mouth?
Now they're all closed. Except for him.
Who?
The last one.
No, his mouth is closed too.
Oh, it is. So we got mustache, skinless, weird eye, and deprived. Mustache, skinless, weird eye, retarded.
Don't have kids. It's the moral of the story. Because they move. It sounds like a chainsaw. Right?
It is a chainsaw.
I'm pretty sure that's a chainsaw. Chainsaw? Fucking love that Doom 3 reveal. He's like, and guess what, guys? We have chainsaws. Chainsaw! And you hear like one guy in the crowd go like, chainsaw, yeah!
Oh, what the
What?
fuck?
Nah.
Nani?
Oh.
Oh. Nani?
Can I leave?
Try to go between.
Hey, watch these jukes. Watch these mad jukes. Woo! Oh, okay. Oh, no. My greatest fears were realized in the winter. The days grew short and the longer nights merely provided the wretch with more opportunities. It was a difficult time for my family. My grandmother, a wonderfully kind and gentle woman, had deteriorated greatly since the death of my grandfather. My mother was trying her best to keep her in the community as long as possible. However, dementia is a cruel and degenerative illness, robbing a person of their memories one day at a time. Yeah, I know that.
I
Yeah.
get that feeling a lot.
Yeah, I had to deal with that myself. Soon, she recognized none of us, and it became clear that she would need to be moved from her house to a nursing home. Yep, I had to deal with that too. Before she could be moved, my grandmother had a particularly difficult few nights, and my mother decided that she would stay with her. As much as I loved my grandmother and felt nothing but anguish at her illness, to this day I feel guilty that my first thoughts were not of her, but of what my nightly visitor may do should it become aware of my mother's absence, her presence being the one thing which I was sure was protecting me from the full horror of this thing's reach. I rushed home from school that day and immediately wrenched the bed sheets and mattress from the lower bunk, removing all the slates and placing an old desk, a chest of drawers, and some chairs, which we kept in a cupboard where the bottom bunk used to be. I told my father I was making an office, which he found adorable, but I would be damned if I'd give that thing a place to sleep for one more night. As darkness approached, I lay there knowing my mother was not in the house. I did not know what to do. My only impulse was to sneak into her jewelry box and take a small family crucifix, which I had seen there before. While my family were not very religious at that age, I still believed in God and hoped that somehow this would protect me. Although fearful and anxious while gripping the crucifix under my pillow tightly in one hand, sleep eventually came, and as I drifted off in a dream, I hoped that I would awaken in the morning without incidents. Unfortunately, that night was the most terrifying. Fuck me. It was the most terrifying of all.
Boy.
Oh man, and you're telling me these other nights haven't been creepy? Urban Explorer.
Move the mouse.
Urban Explorer.
Yeah, have it all minimized.
Oh,
I have it. It doesn't show up on the recording anymore.
Oh, okay, cool. Is that Frankenstein? Yes, I will save.
No, that's Frankenstein's monster. You fucking pleb.
It says woof.
It says woof. I can only imagine him just go. What a fucking.
Kid, I know you're in the dream world, but listen. There are certain things that we just don't do. That the feeling that sometimes invading your privacy, even without ill will, is still disturbing. Wow!
My leg.
When you what the
Cthulhu.
fuck that?
You are good.
Nope. Wait.
Thanks, Bob.
Even
Ross.
if you don't know why they are there, you hold the greatest amount of fear for them. What are we talking about? That is really creepy, yo. I don't like that. Fuck this game, bro. Oh, that's the most terrifying thing in this whole game. Bathtub in the middle of the classroom. Yeah, alright, children. We're gonna teach you how to wash your ass today. Are you prepared? Stack of comic books, hell yeah. Fucking start reading, kid. It's the Triceratops. The scariest
that
fucking...
is clearly a velociraptor.
Somebody was shaving a little too close to the sun, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The sounds of screams are awful. They're even worse when they are your own. Was that me? God, I sound like a grown man. Wow, Wow, that was a straight up moan. What's this? There's a piece of paper here. It reads, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Fuck you. What is this? A pile of mattresses, dirty and worn out.
My favorite. What the fuck was
Can I
that?
leave?
That was something. What? Who the fuck are you?
Is this Undertale? Alright, let's see. What the fuck is this?
Never played Undertale.
I haven't either.
I've listened to the shit out of the fucking soundtrack, though. The soundtrack's awesome.
Yeah, I played Deltarune, actually. It was pretty fun. I only really played Deltarune because they increased the actual work in the pixel art, so it actually looked good instead of looking like absolute ass. A writing desk with some school material on it. And yes, I have every... Hang on, I gotta check the closet. Looks like there's nothing inside. That's probably for the best. I can't check over there. Alright, well...
Yup, okay. You
right,
you hang out there, buddy.
Yeah, you do you. I'm not even gonna fuck with that. Sorry, buddy. I'm not falling your ass. The lock on the door is broken. I don't think I can get in here.
Those are holes.
I gotta explore everything. Okay, I can't go. What's this? What? There are various school rules printed here. What the fuck am I looking at? Yeah, fuck that.
It's an armadillo riding a buffalo? Is that what that is? No, that's a... I don't know what that creature is.
I don't either. I'm gonna go
It's
touch
got like
it.
a cow's...
Oh, God.
Hi.
Okay, well, they...
It's got like a cow's body with a weird face with a giant nose on the front.
Yeah, why did I come in here?
What did you?
I don't know. Figured, like, I'd actually get something out of it, and I'm not. Let's go. Go after this thing.
Oh boy, the basement.
A busted old machine.
Of some sort.
Of some sort. I hope you got that crack
Yeah.
of the neck
That was loud.
and the, you know, you're brave, kid. I ain't gonna lie, man. Because me, personally, I'd say fuck this
Hell
shit.
no.
Yeah, hell no. Some fuck shit.
No!
They must have had a fucking field day with this shit. Wait, we're gonna go this way. See where this leads us. Okay, so we're gonna try this again because this one was a different area, right? Let's go right this time instead.
Sure. There we go. God damn it, there it is.
We're gonna walk in on somebody on the toilet, dude. That's exactly how this ends. I've seen this story 1,000 times. Yep.
Some
That's why you
spicy pickles, man.
Don't
I
do
got
that.
it.
Don't do Taco Bell, bro. It's a bad idea.
Not before bed.
Okay, I feel like this is the same stuff. Okay. What are you guys
That's a new
doing?
noise.
What the fuck is
Hello. Alright, let's just, let's just kill me. Just jumps on the table like, fuck it, let's do this.
this? Alright, I'm done with this shit.
Oh, hail Cthulhu. Let his murder of us be quick.
I don't know. I feel like the red-faced knight was definitely way more terrifying than this is. And I wasn't really even in any danger, which is the worst part. I think that's a good sign when a game can make you feel like uncomfortable like that.
Yummy.
You think he's all right?
I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah, he's probably good. Daddy, you're awfully quiet nowadays. Is there something wrong, son?
Well, you would know if you would wake the fuck up every once in a while.
Fuck you, Dad. Oh, son, are you gay? Nothing. Are you sure? Is there something wrong with your new room?
I feel like it's not new at this point.
Brother?
Shit,
Where
it's
the
been in
fuck
there for a
is his
while.
brother, by the way? I haven't seen his fucking brother. All right then. Wow, Dad, you really tried to prod me for that. I woke up gradually. The room was once again dark. As my eyes adjusted, I could gradually make out the window and the door and the walls, some toys on a shelf, and even to this day I shudder to think of it, for there was no noise, no rustling of sheets, no movement at all. The room felt lifeless, yet not empty. The nightly visitor, that unwelcome, wheezing, hate-filled thing which had terrorized me night after night, was not in the bottom bunk. It was in my bed. Ew, is that what's breathing down there? I don't like that. I opened my mouth to scream,
in your bed,
but nothing came out.
In your bed.
Utter terror had nightmare. Utter terror had shaken the very sound from my voice. I lay motionless. If I could not scream, I did not want to let it know I was awake. I had not seen it. I could only feel it. I was obscured under my blanket. I could see its outline. I could feel its presence, but I dared not look. The weight of it pressed down on top of me, a sensation I will never forget. When I say that hours passed, I do not exaggerate. Laying there motionless in the darkness, I was every bit as scared and frightened young boy. If it had been during the summer months, it would have been light by then, but the grasp of winter is long and unrelenting, and I knew it would be hours before sunrise. This music is really creepy, dude. A sunrise which I yearned for. It's like a happy song, but it's mixed with weird sound effects. I was a timid child by nature, but I reached a breaking point, which if you like that, you should definitely check out.
The movie Breaking Point?
Oh, no. Well, I mean, maybe. Yeah, but also, I was going to say the movie Sinister. Because its soundtrack is insane. Its soundtrack is really fucking creepy. Don't worry, I'll get the movie one day and we can watch it so I can shut the fuck up about it. I'm sorry. It's my favorite horror movie. I'm sorry.
I hated Insidious and everybody talks the shit up out of
It's
that.
not Insidious,
it
though.
Wasn't scary. It was boring. It's fucking boring.
It's a completely different thing. A moment where I could wait no more, where I could survive under this intimately deviant abomination no longer. Fear can sometimes wear you out, make you threadbare? A shell of nerves, leaving only the slightest trace of you behind. I had to get out of that bed. Then I remembered the crucifix! My hand still lay underneath the pillow, but it was empty. I slowly moved my wrist around to find it, minimizing as best I could the sound and vibrations caused, but it could not be found. I had either knocked it off of the top bunk, or it had, I could not even bear to think of it, been taken from my hand. Without the crucifix, I lost any sense of hope. Even at such a young age, you can, man, that's a lot of words, be acutely aware of what death is, and intensely frightened of it. I knew I was going to die in that bed if I lay there dormant, passive, doing nothing. I had to leave that room behind, but how? Should I leap from the bed and hope that I'd make it to the door? What if it's faster than me? Or should I slowly slip out of the top bunk, hoping to not disturb my uncanny bedfellow? Realizing that it had not stirred when I moved, trying to find the crucifix, I began to have the strangest thoughts. Game. My dad was right. That's it. That's the game. Okay, never mind. It's not the game. I lied. We're going into the abyss.
The Abyss.
The abyss of my anus.
That's another movie.
The abyss of my anus?
Oh, The Abyss. I think it's the porn
Whoa, okay. We are in a water level. Whoa. Why do I have a mustache? I'm pretty sure I have a mustache. Or no, that's a breathing tube.
You're Zoran.
Fishy! Fishy! Okay.
This dream doesn't look too bad, actually.
I don't know. I've never been big on water. Where the fuck do I go, though? Fishy! What is going on? What the fuck am I doing?
Hit enter near the fishes.
Okay, you guys are just moving up. You're not even fucking swimming. Fuck you. Fishy! Fishy! This big ass fucking block of bullshit is just legitimately blocking my way. Oh wait. Oh, fuck you!
God.
Alright, well fuck this game. I'm leaving.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Nice background, or nice foreground and background though. Use.
Hit the button.
I don't like how. Dude, fucking do something. Okay. Oh, okay. Or I just go down here. Who the fuck are you?
That's your dad.
Is it?
It's definitely your dad.
Drain water and remove diving gear, yes. Actually, you know, I kind of think I preferred it when I was in the water.
The sound design team is on point.
Yeah, that sounded disgusting. Can I go? Can I? Oh. Okay. Cool. Daddy! Come back, Daddy!
It's up the stairs. Oh no, you're up the stairs.
You know, it's creepier than Red-faced man is jellyfish. Read lots of cats. Oh, Jesus, wow.
I don't feel like reading this.
One of my biggest fears is deep water. We're on a mining station. Fear of the dark. Ow. Jeez. Fucking A. Yeah, no, fuck reading all that shit. I'm sorry.
I know, this whole fucking research.
Sorry, people. You can pause that shit and then fucking read it, because fuck that. It's over here. Bunch of bullshit. Can I get off? Thank you.
Sort of those fishes from Finding Nemo.
It's one of those Finding Nemo shit.
Hey, Dad.
Dad, fuck you. What are you doing? Oh! Daddy, no. Don't bring me to the Sarlacc pit, Daddy.
It's okay, Boba Fett's down there. He's chill.
Boba Fett. Wee. Wobba Fett. What the fuck is that? That looks like Stranger Things, dude. That's Stranger Things.
This is the Upside Down.
That's the Demogorgon, right, Gonger?
Did you watch all of season 2?
Yep.
I couldn't get through. I was bored.
I don't really remember what happened, actually, if I'm being honest. Like, it's been that long.
I liked the first season, then like the whole suspense of.
And I say, hey,
I couldn't get through the second season. It was so slow.
What if it was asleep? It hadn't so much as breathed since I had woken up. Perhaps it was resting, believing that it had finally got me, that I was finally in its grasp, or perhaps it was toying with me. After all, I'd been doing that just for countless nights. And now with me under it, pinned against my mattress with no mother to protect me, maybe it was holding off, savoring its victory until the last possible moment, like a wild animal savoring its prey. Yeah, words. I try to breathe as shallowly as possible, and mustering every ounce of courage I could. Sounds like some like first level Crash music, but slowed down and then
distorted.
Yeah, and distorted.
It's like they got a wah-wah pedal for it.
I reached over slowly with my right hand and began to peel the blanket off of me. What I found under those covers almost stopped my heart. I did not see it, but as my hand moved, the blanket had brushed against something smooth and cold, something which felt unmistakably like my dick. Oh, a gaunt hand. I felt my breath in terror. As I was sure it must have now known I was awake, nothing. It did not stir. It felt dead. After a few moments, I placed my hand carefully further down in the blanket and felt a thin, poorly formed form. Confidence and almost twisted sense of curiosity grew as I moved further down to a disproportionately larger bicep muscle. Oh, dude, do you have Chris fucking Redfield in your bed? What the fuck? The arm was outstretched, lying across my chest, with the hand resting on my left shoulder, as if it had grabbed me in my sleep. I realized that I would have to move this cadaverous appendage if I even so much as hoped to escape its grasp. For some reason, the feeling of torn, ragged clothing on the shoulder of this nighttime invader stopped me in my tracks. Fear once again swelled in my stomach and in my chest, and as I recoiled my hand in disgust, the touch of strangled, oily hair. I could not bring myself to touch its face, although I wondered to this very day what it would have felt like. Dear God, it moved. And this is how you do pixel horror, bitches. That's how you do it. What's that say? Hostia? Hostia? I'm assuming that's Hostia. Hostia, what's so good? Holy shit, I'm fucking small. Look at me. I'm a little guy. Look at me.
Shadow of the Colossus.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? This is how Attack on Titan started.
Here we go. Give me something with a beer and a Jaeger. What the fuck?
What a lovely orifice. And
okay, yep, just straight up. Whoa, those are sperm, dude. Straight up sperm.
That's Emrakul, the Eon Storm.
What the fuck is the noise, bro? Do you talk? Okay, no, fuck you. Yeah, this kid's seen some shit, bro. I know I'm gonna have some fucked up nightmares tonight. And then there's gonna be something cold and wet in my blanket.
That's my dick.
Hello, you good?
Look at his eyes. I don't know where I am.
Holy shit! Jesus. You know, if you ever heard of a thing called
fucking art direction in this game.
it's very much so. Have you ever heard of the book or the short story "I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream"?
No, I have not.
It's a very short novel, probably only like I guess 20 pages long.
Hot.
But all right, Jabba the fuck. That's Crazy Frog, bro. That's Crazy Frog right there, man. You ever remember that? For even if one chooses wrongly, the choice cannot be unmade. What do you say? What the fuck? But if you will not choose, I'll move on without you. Okay. I'm sure there's very many. There are a lot of metaphors.
Shinobi.
Okay.
Shinobi.
There's a lot of metaphoricals going on here. Okay.
Fuck you.
Wait, fuck you. I go where I want. I'm a motherfucking G. Okay, never mind.
Just my mind, sorry.
Maybe you wouldn't talk. Nope. Alright, well, fuck all of you then. I don't need your shit. Who are you? Stupid. Wait, let me talk to you guys. I'll stand at the crossroads.
That sound like Crossroad Demon.
I am the crossroad demon.
Make a deal.
Alright, fuck this. I'm leaving. You guys are stupid.
That's new. Hello! Five Nights at Freddy's music. I love how he's just standing there like, whoa! Okay, bye. No, never mind. Fuck with that.
I'm really trying to think of who this guy looks like. I want to say who looks like that one guy from Jurassic Park with his shirtless top. What's his name? I don't know what his name is. That guy, you know what I'm talking about? The guy that's like, they literally walk in on him and he's like shirtless. It's like this. Bro, have you've seen Jurassic Park, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember what his
I don't remember
name is.
this shirtless guy.
He's the tan dude with like the mullet almost. It moved, it was subtle, but its grip on my shoulder and across my body straightened. No tears came, but God, how I wanted to cry. As its hand and arm slowly coiled around me, my left leg brushed along the cool wall which the bed lay against. Of all that happened to me in that room, that was the strangest. Oh,
hello.
I realized that this clutching, rancid thing which drew great delight from violating a young boy's bed was not entirely on top of me. It was sticking out from the wall like a spider striking from the bed. Oh, bro, fuck you. Suddenly its grip moved from a slow tightening to a sudden squeeze. It pulled and clawed at my clothes as if frightened that the opportunity would soon pass. I fought against it, but its emancipated arm was too strong for me. Its head rose up, writhing and contorting under the blanket. I now realized where it was taking me, into the wall. I fought for my dear life. I cried, and suddenly my voice returned to me, yelling, screaming, but no one came. Then I realized why I was so eager to suddenly strike. Why this thing had to have me now. Through my window, that window which seemed to represent so much malice from outside, streaked hope. The first rays of sunshine. I struggled further, knowing that I could just hold on. It would soon be gone. As I fought for my life, the unearthly parasite shifted, slowly pulling itself up my chest, its head now poking out from under the blanket, wheezing, coughing, rasping. I do not remember its features, I simply remember its breath against my face, foul and as cold as ice. As the sun broke over the horizon, that
Cold
dark place, that suffocating room of content was washed, bathed in sunlight. I passed out as its scrawny fingers encircled my neck, squeezing the very life from me. I woke to my father offering to make me some breakfast. A wonderful sight indeed. I had survived the most horrible experience of my life until then and now, and moved the bed away from the wall, leaving behind the furniture I had believed would stop that thing from taking a bed. Little did I think that it would try to take mine and me. Weeks passed without incident, yet on one cold, frostbitten night I woke to the sound of the furniture where the bunk beds used to be, vibrating violently. I lay there, sure I could hear I lay there sure I could hear a distant wheezing coming from deep within the wall, finally fading into the distance. The following year, I was given a larger room on the other side of the house, and my parents took that room as their bedroom. They said they didn't need a large room, just one big enough for a bed and a few things. They lasted 10 days. We moved on the 11th. Oh, shit.
So it is real.
That's cool.
Yeah, and they let their fucking kids sleep in that.
It moved. Dude, that was really good.
I enjoyed
That was really fucking good.
Oh, shit.
Oh, these are the credits. Oh, that's cool. No, I thoroughly enjoyed that game.
Well, these guys
these guys
right
are
there.
great, honestly.
By those motherfuckers.
You guys did a really good job with the fucking music in that game. And yes, this game is very creepy.
Beautiful. Like, it's so hard to make a good, like genuinely creepy
based on the story
2D
Bedtime
horror game.
by Michael Whitehouse. I don't know who that is, but you made a very good one.
Deadlift.
Publishing Kodama Games. I've never heard of RPG Maker. That's cool. Yeah. They definitely imported their own sprites though, so that's even more impressive. Like the floor tiles and stuff, they definitely made themselves. So it's very impressive. Also with the darkness, you can't tell like the tiles are repeating, but it looks good. Like it doesn't look like it's repeating. That was good.
Fucking man.
Yeah. Very good. Very good indeed, Harry Potter. Harry Potter in the Chamber of Cum. Harry Potter in the Chamber of Semen.